What is up? About to rig up some poles because tomorrow morning I'm thinking about going bass fishing in the old kayak. I was wanting to go saltwater fishing tomorrow night, but the weather's going to be terrible. Kind of like the lighting in here. Apologize for that. Apologize for my dirty attire. I've been working all day. Come on. But I got some gear today, and I went bass fishing last weekend. Had a good time. Had a big old alligator sneak right up on me. I'll be posting that video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I just posted a short about it. It's pretty funny. Hey, it's pretty funny. Adrenaline maxing, put it that way. Thing got my blood flowing. Come on. But I just got a little menagerie of spinning rods here. Most of them are either Penn Pursuit 6s, and I got a Penn Wrath 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and rig up real quick, even if it's just tying leaders and hooks on. I always run a fluorocarbon leader, and that's just the saltwater fisherman in me. Look at that chafe line. I got to do something about that. I got to cut that back. All right. Basically, what I'll be fishing with is a combination of plastic worms, top water, and maybe like a swim bait or something like that. Something simple. This is just a little Abu Garcia Black Max, little Walmart combo. Come on. I don't even think anybody's up. Maybe 5 people. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm just going to rig some stuff up. If I walk away, I'll come right back. Let me get my leader real quick. I always run leader. I run this Yozuri fluorocarbon. This is 15 pound. I run 15 and 20 pound depending on what I'm after. Saltwater, I usually run 20 pound, and I always run it. I don't ever go straight braid to my rig or straight braid to my lure. Even if I am rigging up for like a bottom rig or something, I always have a fluorocarbon leader where that weight can slide up and down it, because we all know when that braid starts to get chafed, it will break. And when this stuff chafes, it still holds pretty strong. I've had some crazy experiences with this stuff lasting wrapped around oyster-filled pilings, barnacles, all kinds of stuff. Now you get to a point where cut line is cut line, so I'm gonna tie this leader on real quick on this little Black Max. And always check my line around my leader connection, because if I'm going to be rubbing up against stuff, there's going to be some chafing there. And this actually looks pretty darn good, so I'm just going to cut it off right above my old leader and put my new one on. Just getting my stuff. Some of my favorite go-to bass plastics are old school pink trick worm, obviously the white trick worm, and then the yum dingers. You can't beat them. Rig them wacky, rig them on a bass hook, keeper hook. They work, you know. And then the little yum dingers, Ned rigs, or rigged wacky, or rigged with a regular old bass hook. I seen these too. I had to get them because it looks like something that's going to be a really good saltwater option as well, and as well as bass. And I'm just going to tell y'all, I ain't no bass fisherman. I've fished bass my whole life. I went ahead and rigged up one of these with a weighted weedless hook, and it just looks so sexy. I'm telling y'all right now, I know a bass will hit it, but to me, that's screaming flounder, trout, red drum. Come on. Little cat fight going on over there. And these are, oh, I thought these were Shimano. These are Yamamoto baits. My bad. For some reason, I thought these were Shimano baits. Yamamoto. And I picked up a couple other things. I got a buzz frog, or buzz toad, whatever you call it. Buzz frog. Buzz baits, all time, good time, summertime bass lure. And then I had to get me another frog because I lost my other one. So, big old blackfish came up and ate my frog. Snapped me right off. I landed him. I got him to the bank, but he flipped and rolled around and busted me off, man. Okay, where did I just set that leader? That fluorocarbon is so invisible, I've lost it. And tomorrow, I will definitely be videoing the trip. I got to do better tomorrow than I did last week. Last week, I got there late. It was 106 degrees. The bite just was not that hot. I'm just going to be honest. What did I do with that leader? There it is. Okay. It is so hard to see. I can't even see it. And I just use a uni to uni knot to connect my leaders. Super quick, super easy. It's super strong. It holds anything. I've had this knot. This knot's been around with me for a long time. I'll just do like 5 wraps on the braid end, and I'll do like 4 on the fluoro end. You just make a loop. You wrap it around that loop 2 or 3, 4 times. I'm gonna go 4 times on the fluoro to keep it small. Put it down. Bam. Pull it tight. Clip your tag ends. But we got some bad weather coming in, so I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna go hit the saltwater and do a night trip. I've been fiending for a saltwater night trip. Please stop. Anybody own cats? Just say no more. All right, I got my leader ready, and I'm gonna just put I'm gonna throw soft plastic on this. So I'm just gonna tie on a hook, and I'm just gonna leave that hook on. I'll put the plastic on tomorrow when I get to the spot. Come on. And this is just a 4/0 bass hook, old Jason Christie. Laser sharp. I don't go real expensive on my bass hooks and stuff because honestly, I don't do enough of it to really care. And as long as it's got a good sharp point, that's doing its job for me. And when I tie up all my hooks and rigs, I'm either using what I call a commercial knot. What's up, guys? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? You love fishing? That's what's up. That's what's up. Me too. I could actually say I don't love fishing. Fishing is like an addiction to me. It's more than love. It's more than love. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Woo! I am in deep with the fishing. Come on. Sorry, I didn't see you had commented right off the gate, so that's my bad. I'm over here paying attention to tying knots and putting hooks on my line. So if I miss anybody's comment, hey, I am sorry about that. I will get to it, I promise. There we go. Uh, some say don't wet the hook or the knot. Some say do it dry. I cannot pull a knot tight dry. That just seems like it's going to break to me. So there's a guy online. He proved that cinching it down dry is actually stronger, but it's an old habit, man. They're hard to break. Yes, I love hunting, and if you want to see some cool hunting content, go to my channel and check it out. I got deer hunting, dove hunting, duck hunting, shooting stuff with the bow, shotguns, rifles, you name it. I'm a big time duck hunter. Duck hunting is my passion. The only reason I fish is because I can't shoot ducks in the summertime. Come on. I love deer hunting as well, but I used to just be an archery hunter, but I kind of lost the places that I had to archery hunt. So now I just meat hunt, and I go out there with that rifle, and I knock them down. And I'm not real picky. I have a lease, a hunting lease down here in North Carolina that I lease from a farmer, and he's only got one rule: kill the deer. So we can't exactly trophy hunt. Got this jerk bait on here. I'm gonna cut it off. And which rod is this? This is the Wrath. I think I'm gonna put the old buzz bait on the Wrath. Got the old buzz toad. Come on. Um. Yeah, I love hunting, fishing. I used to trap too. I used to trap predators and beavers and do wetlands management, but I just don't got time anymore. I work full time, and when you run a trap line, it's a every day, every night, constant process of rebaiting traps, checking traps, moving traps, dispatching animals, cleaning animals, skinning, fur handling. It's a lot. What I found was it was a lot easier just to trap beavers and kill coyotes for people. We got a major coyote problem here in North Carolina. Our beaches are littered with them. The cities are full of them. They eat all the cats, all the pets. They're living on the beaches, digging up sea turtle nests, doing a lot of damage to our local marine life, which is really sad because our city officials won't do anything about it. Right here, that buzz bait get trashed in the morning. All right, so that's my second rod rigged up. So far I got the little Abu Garcia Black Max. I love this little rod. It's a lightweight rod, and I use it for saltwater and freshwater. I catch red drum on this thing, sheephead, black drum, and this is a Penn Wrath 2. You might think it's a little big for bass, but I'm throwing a big lure that pulls a lot of, moves a lot of water. So, um, I use these for both fresh and saltwater. Everybody always asks me, why you use a spinning setup for bass? Well, because I saltwater fish more, so I always have saltwater setups. This is literally my only freshwater setup, and I use it more in saltwater than anything. So, all right, on to the next. I got to make a decision here. Do I put on the topwater frog? There actually is some grass mats where I'm going. So I'm going to put this one on one rod as well. I have 2 rods left to rig. One is a 2500, so it's small. It's a real small one. And the other is a 4000 class. So it's about twice the size. Maybe not quite twice the size, but close to it. I'm going to tell you what, y'all. They are proud of these topwater frogs these days. I looked at this one. I said, man, it's clear. Look at that. This thing is clear. I liked it. They come out of the box with these super long tassels. I always cut mine back because, you know, once you cast them a few times, the first thing it's going to do is get tangled around the hooks, just like that, and it's not going to act right. So the first thing I do is I measure out about maybe 2 inches of it, and then I cut them off. Boom. And then they stick out a little more. If y'all can see that. And to me, they have more action like this. See that? Where before they almost hang down here and blend together. They get all tangled up. And then this won't tangle your hooks as bad. They can still get in there, but it's less likely because they're stronger, they're stiffer. And then when you're looking at it, say you're a bass looking at it from the bottom, these little legs are kicking, a lot of action, and it just is a lot better way to rig these frogs. What I was saying is they are proud of these suckers. $10 a piece. I remember when the best ones were $5, $6. Now everything's double. $10 for this frog. I'm gonna guard this thing with my life. So this one, I'm gonna put on this rod. This is that other 4000 class, Penn Pursuit 6. And I noticed I got some bad line right here from where I was hung on a tree limb or something. Right there. You see that frayed up line? That's going to break. I don't worry so much with bass because they can't pull hard enough to break that. But when I get on a 10-pound red drum, I don't want to be worried about that. So I'm going to cut it way up there. Get rid of that bad line. I can't stand it. Can't have that. Can't have it, folks. Same thing. I'm going to put a leader on this rod, and then I'm going to be thinking about what lure I want to run on this one. And I was thinking about it the other day, but I didn't. But I may even take my fly rod tomorrow and do a little fly fishing for bass and brim. If you haven't fly fished, you are missing out because I'm telling y'all, fly fishing is where it's at. When people hear fly fishing, they think of mountain streams, and that's the only place you can fly fish. I learned in mountain streams, and honestly, I have had more fun with my fly rod fishing for brim, bass, crappie in the freshwater, and then saltwater I catch red drum, trout, flounder, Spanish mackerel. I just got my first Atlantic bonito. I mean, there is endless possibilities out there. And other fish will hit it too. I've caught pinfish, pigfish, lizardfish. I've caught a lot of other fish on the fly rod. I'm gonna run me out about a 2-foot leader here. Uh-oh, down to one person here. Not a real big channel, guys, not a real big channel. Alright, I'm gonna tie this Udi to Udi, and I'm gonna connect this braid to this fluoro while saving as much as this fluoro as I can. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if y'all want to see some hunting and fishing, definitely go to my channel and check it out. I got a plenty of it. 1, 2, 3. I'll show y'all what I'm doing. 4 and 5. That's that Udi to Udi. I already tied my fluoro right there. Now I'm gonna pull my braid tight. And basically, when you do that Udi to Udi, you tie one over this line, one over that line, and then they slip tight, and it's like two fists pulling against each other. Will not break, will not give up. Your knot at your lure or your braid will fail before this will. Or your leader will break in half before that connection will fail. And then just like that, pull them together. Boom. Toughest connection you can have right there, old Udi to Udi. There are better knots and there's stronger ones, I guess, but this one's always done right by me. It's never failed me. Alright. Udi to Udi. I guess I'll tie the frog on this one. There are some lily pads and grass mats where I'm going. The place I'm going is just a little place off the river. It's actually an old rock quarry. And after one of our hurricanes, it's now tidal. It's navigable. So I'll take my kayak right up in there. Only downside is it's loaded with alligators, but I'll have that thing on me, if you know what I mean. I ain't worried about them gators. I seen a giant one there last time. Just posted that video about that big old gator that snuck up on me. I ain't gonna lie, he got my blood flowing because he snuck up on me, but when I noticed him, I was like, dude, where'd you come from? I heard him up in the bushes before he got in the water, and I thought it was a deer or something. All right. Got that frog tied on. This is a beautiful frog. I love the color of it when the light's not hitting it. And then it's clear when the light hits it. But you know what? The bass don't care what color it is. They're just looking at a shape up there moving. They don't care. It could be hot pink. They're still going to hit it. Hence the trick worms. Alright, that's 3 rigged. So far, I got 1 rig for a plastic worm. I got the buzz toad on one, and now I got this topwater frog on this one. Now, the final pole I'm gonna rig, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put on it. I got options. First thing I got right here is a tangle. How did that happen? Oh, okay, I see. Where's my skizzers? Skizzers. There's something going on here. There we go. Got it. It was just wrapped around the eye about 500 times. Alright. This is the smallest of the spinning setups. This is the Pen Pursuit 2500. Brand new. I love this little rig. If you are looking for a awesome, indestructible combo, this reel is $65. It's amazing. It lasts forever. I abuse the mess out of my rods. A lot of times they hit saltwater use. They don't get rinsed off when I get back. I'm tired. I'm wore out. They sit in the boat all week long in the sun. I mean, they're tough. And even with that type of abuse, they'll still last a few years. I think I got 3 years out of the ones I'm using right now. And that's with, I'm talking extreme abuse. Extreme abuse. Caleb McCarley, you're trading a dragon. Don't know what that is, buddy. I'm sorry. Trading a dragon. Hear that? Come on. All right, one more uni to uni, leader to braid, and I'm gonna tie on my last and final selection, whatever that's gonna be. Maybe I'll do a swim bait on this one. Paddle tail swim bait, one of those. All right, I think I'll get up close and personal this time and let y'all see this uni to uni. I mean, a lot of people like to see that stuff, so I'm just gonna take my braid on one end and my leader on the other. This is my fluorocarbon, this is my braid. Cross them, lay them down each other like this. Take your braid, make a loop beside the fluoro. Go through the loop and wrap it around both the fluoro and the braid about 5 times. You can do a little more, a little less, whatever you want to do. But I do about 5 times. It's 4, 5. Then I pull that one tight. And then I switch over to the fluoro and the braid on this end. And it helps if I turn it. So I'm going to turn it same direction. Take that fluoro, lay it right down next to that braid where they're together. Take your tag into your fluoro, make a loop, and then wrap it around. I do 4 times because the fluoro is a bigger diameter. 2, 3, 4. And then I pull that tight. Perfect. Cinch them knots down on each end. And then pull them together. That's a never-ending connection right there. Never ending. It's forever. It's like diamonds. They're forever. Alright, cut my little tag ends here. Got it. Might cut that fluoro just a hair shorter. Alright, and I've run all 15-pound fluorocarbon so far on all 4 of these leaders. So now I just got to rig up the last and final one. Trying to figure out what to put. I might put this Yamamoto swim bait. I already got a hook rigged up on it. What else do I got? I got Yum dingers. I can always switch them out with that other hook though. So I'm gonna just tie this on. Beautiful, it's shad colored white bait. I already got it rigged up with a weighted weedless hook. It's got the bait keeper on there. It is a 3/0, I believe. Yeah, this is a 3/0. And these also have the slit for your hook in the belly and to add scents in there. If you ever use Procure, Procure is awesome. Alright, I'm going to just send that right back up through the back of that bait. And it lays flat right there, weedless and weighted. You can't beat a weighted weedless hook. And you might look at this bait and be like, ugh, that's not a lot of gap to get the hook set. Plenty of hook coming out of there. Plenty of hook. I didn't quite center it though. I might center it a little better. There we go. Yeah, when that fish bites it, it's going to stick right up out of there. Just like that. You can slide it back down, make it weedless. True to life. I think I'm going to tie this one on. And then tomorrow, if I need to switch them out, I can always switch them out on the fly. Come on. I appreciate everybody for looking, man. I appreciate y'all watching the channel. Man, if y'all do go watch some of the videos, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you think about it. If you like what you see, subscribe if you hadn't already. Man, I would appreciate the heck out of that. It really helps me out, and I'm not posting a lot like I should be. I got a ton of footage to put up. I've just been slack, that's all. I have been slack. Alright, about to finish this knot up while there's nobody looking. And I might start going live more. Just showing y'all what I'm doing. Rigging up rods, getting the boat ready. I might start going live a little more. It's just something I never do. I post shorts, I post long format videos. It's a small channel. But man, if y'all would hit that like button, it would so help me out. hype up videos, hit that like button. It costs you nothing. All it takes is lifting a finger and going boop. That's all it does. That's all it takes. All right, that is the Yamamoto. What is this thing called? Blue Pearl Silver Fluke. Okay, so it's a fluke. I call it a shad. Some people call it a fluke. Come on. What ain't gonna be a fluke is when I'm over there ripping all them lips tomorrow. Come on. You gotta admit though, that's a gorgeous bait. Gorgeous bait. All right, I'm gonna hook it up and call it a night, and that is it, folks. I got all 4 rods rigged. That's gonna be all for tonight. I'm about to end the old live. Y'all, for you who stopped through and commented, hello. MCC 1027, what is up? J May, what is up? Anybody else? Caleb McCarley, what is up? Appreciate y'all stopping by and commenting on the video. Thank you so much. Thanks for checking it out. Now I gotta clean up my mess and put up my baits because I can't wait to get them wet tomorrow. Yum Diggers, 10-inch pink trick worm. You can't beat a Zoom white trick worm. You cannot beat it. I don't care where you're at in America. Summertime bass fishing, this is old school. It ain't up to date with all them little sea urchin looking baits and all this other crap y'all got going on. It ain't all up on that. But if you take a weightless, weedless hook and hook into the front of either one of these colored worms and fish the bank, you will catch largemouth. I don't care what anybody says. Take you a 4/0 worm hook, weightless, and hook it weedless. Trick worms, that's where it's at. I appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching me rig some poles up tonight. I got some work to do, so I'm gonna get off of here. But thank you all. If you would, please like the video. It helps me out a ton. I'm just a small town dude, just doing my thing on here. I never thought I'd be on YouTube or running a YouTube channel, but everybody told me for years, why don't you video what you do, man? Why don't you video your adventures and post them on YouTube? And I was always like, man, I ain't doing that. I just like enjoying it myself. But now I like sharing it with everybody, whether they like it or not. Come on. Y'all know what it is. I'm RJ Golf. You're watching PenCo 101, and this is Hunt Fish Outdoors. And I will see y'all on the flip side. Come on. Goodie bags. Don't forget that one.